So I made this video specifically for the men who want to travel overseas, who want to go find more submissive women, more feminine women, more cultural women who are grounded in culture and family. I made this video specifically for you. And you guys seen the title. Yes, I said it. And it's not a secret. Passport bros are dropping like flies. Passport bros are dropping like flies. The passport movement is borderline dead. And why did it die? Or why is it dying? Well, because men, specific men, who didn't have their life together in America, thought that they could go somewhere else and be looked at as higher than they actually are. See, listen, gentlemen, there's not going to be a place that you can go while living. There won't be a place that you can go, a place that you'll be able to visit, a woman that you'll be able to meet, and you won't have to be a man. You're going to always have to be a man, no matter what part of the world you're going, doesn't matter what country you're going to, what city you're going to. Women are looking for men. But first, let's tackle the topic of passport bros are dying. Listen, passport bros are going over to these countries and thinking, quite frankly, shit is sweet. They think it's sweet. So for the longest, American men, Western men, men with resources, men, even men who make, $50,000, $60,000 a year, you can go to a place like Colombia and be looked at as a king. Because here's the facts. What was considered middle class in America, was considered even low middle class in America, you can go to many countries and that will be looked at as upper middle class, because much of the world does not even make what the median income or the average income in America. That's one thing, right? So a lot of these men, they average salaries, their average wages, and they go over to these countries, and let's call a spade a spade. A lot of these guys are taking advantage of poor women. They're taking advantage of a less than fortunate economy. They're taking advantage of a less than fortunate, culture, if you will. So a lot of weirdos are going into these countries. A lot of incels are going into these countries. A lot of men who would be looked at as lame in the States are going over to these countries and they're getting bamboozled, right? So for the longest, like I said, men have been going over to these countries. Military, you can ask military personnel. Listen, Americans, they've always been in Japan, they've been in Colombia, they've been in Taiwan, the Philippines. This has been going on for longer than I've been alive. But it's always been like a secret, right? It's always been like a secret that men escape to these little places. Like, you had to know someone to tell you these details. Oh yeah, the Filipino woman, they love gringos, they love Americans. Oh yeah, the chicks in Colombia. Oh my God, man, listen. Yes, but now with this damn phone, right? With social media, men can't keep shit to themselves, right? So they got to go over here and film everything and put the women on camera, put themselves on camera, right? Do the police work, right? So now that they've put everything on social media, guess who also has access to social media? Well, the women also have access to the social media. So they're looking at these videos. They're looking at themselves basically being exploited by men who have the means to exploit them. So now guess what's going on? Okay, since y'all want to come over here and take advantage of our women, y'all want to come over here and take advantage of us, y'all want to come over here and use y'all dollar and flaunt your wealth around because you're looked at as broke in your country, but you want to come over here and just throw stacks around like it's nothing. Okay, we got something for y'all ass. We got something for y'all ass. Hey, let's drug them. Boom. Let's put something in their drinks. Boom. Let's rob them. Boom. Let's kidnap them. Boom. Let's kidnap them, rob them, and then take their life. Boom. So you have men who don't even understand a woman's nature, even in their country. They don't understand a woman's nature in general, let alone in a more developed country. And a lot of men with their naive minds, they think they can go over there and do what the hell they want to do. They think the world is sweet. See, this is also this is the issue. This is the issues that I speak about. There's too many men who are naive. There's too many men who have no clue about a woman's nature. There's too many men who still think a woman is just so soft and perfect and she wouldn't hurt a fly. There's too many men who don't know a woman's nature to the fullest extent that they should know it. They don't. Yes, in America, you're least likely to get taken out, by a woman that you're taking on a date, right? That's least likely to happen in a country like America, in America, or a developed uh nation. Can it still happen? Absolutely. See, men in America, men in the Western world, see, with all of its faults, we understand how the dating dynamic is right now. We understand how the relationship dynamic is right now. But the truth is still the truth. A lot of those men haven't had success with women in their own country. So if you're not having success with the women in your own country, how are you then going to go over to another country and think that you're just going to slide by and skate by and nothing is going to happen to you? You have no experience dealing with women. You may not know, like, you have no street knowledge. You may not have dealt with certain kind of women, so you don't even know that she's watching your every move, or somebody's around the corner, or she's actually dealing with a man, whether he's a pimp or a gang member, and they're right around the corner, and you can't see that her texting back and forth, it could be a sign of danger. You don't know any of this. Y'all don't know any of this. So you go over to a starving country. You go over to a country that is corrupt. You go over to a country where the people are living at the bottom. And you go over there, yeah, the women are beautiful. Yeah, you will find some beautiful, submissive women, but you going over there and thinking shit is sweet. That's the problem. That's the problem. And are there men who have their shit together, who have had some success with women in America or the Western world and go over there, take their talents elsewhere? Absolutely. But best believe those men have knowledge. Those men have wisdom. They know how to deal with women. So, yes, it may be different country to country. Absolutely. And they may have had to learn certain cultural difference. They may have had to learn some street knowledge to help them survive in those current countries. But at the same time, game is game. Game is game. And then here's another thing. So I already brought up one thing, right? Unsuccessful men with women are going over to these countries with their naive mind thinking shit is sweet, and they're getting knocked off. They're getting drugged. They're getting robbed. Another thing, weirdos. 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 See, I'm not finna sugarcoat. I'm not about to sugarcoat. I'm not about to spare y'all mind. What I say all the time. This is the after pill, baby. This is the after pill. So yes, weirdos are going over there. If you caught my live stream a few weeks ago, we talked about this. Dudes are going over there and taking advantage of the culture, taking advantage of the women, taking advantage of their less than fortunate society, and they're going over there and using their dollar to purchase kids. Yep, you heard it. You heard me right. They're going over there and purchasing young girls. That's why I don't really understand this whole notion of, see, if you watch my previous video, I'm gonna pin it up somewhere over here. If you watch my previous video, not my previous video, but my video that I did a few days ago, I talked about, if you want a wife, if you want a girlfriend, if you want a wife, these are the things that you're gonna have to accept. See, y'all think y'all gonna go over there and get a clean woman, a clean woman. Y'all think y'all gonna go over there and get a woman that hasn't been touched, bro? These are poor countries. These are less than fortunate countries. Do you understand that some of these girls have been selling their bodies since the age of 12 and 13 years old? Do y'all not understand that? As soon as they start having a period, their families put them out there to go ahead and start bringing money into the home. Yes, by 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, they're out walking the strip. They're out talking to foreign men, because those are the ones who are bringing the money over. They're out there talking to foreign men and getting their cheeks clapped by foreign men for some change so they can bring back home to their families. Y'all think y'all just gonna go over there and oh, she's so nice, she's so sweet. Yeah, she got 1,000 bodies too. Yeah, she's been traumatized since the age of 12. Yeah, she done been in. She at the age of 13, she done had threesomes and trains and everything ran on her. Yeah, y'all don't want to talk about that. She's been R word and all that stuff. But what she's giving you on the surface, oh, she's so feminine, she's so sweet. Tell me you know nothing about women without telling me. See, that's a telltale sign that a lot of y'all never dealt with women, because you can't even see through BS. Y'all can't even see through BS. Y'all can't even see that women are finessing you. See, y'all talk all day long about American women. Y'all talk all day long like, yeah, they this, they that. But then when it comes to foreign women, oh, they're so feminine. No, bro, they're putting on the act just like any other woman. All of it is an act. All of it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's American women. It doesn't matter if it's Polish women. And it doesn't matter if it's Egyptian women. It doesn't matter if it's Colombian women. It does not matter. All women are put on the act. It's for survival. They understand that you're over there for their beauty. They understand that you're over there because you want a more feminine. They understand this stuff. They're not dumb. They may be poor. They may be less than fortunate, but they're not dumb. They understand why your gringo ass is over there. So back to the point that I was making. So a lot of guys are going over there and they're purchasing young girls. They're purchasing young teens. They're trying to get away with things that they know they wouldn't be able to get away with in America. See, y'all want to talk about, like, nah, this is going on. This is happening. We'll turn this air down so. This is what's going on. And the passport bros, to even name yourself a passport bro now, you're going to be looked at sideways. You're going to be looked at a little bit strange, because the truth of the matter is, a lot of these guys are strange. A lot of these guys are, you gotta you gotta look at them like that, because now it's getting to the point where these guys are dropping like flies. These guys are getting arrested. What are you guys really over there for? Most of the guys who are, all that I've seen, all of my research, there's not many guys who are going over there and finding a wife. And if they are, more than likely those guys are probably like 50 or 60 years old, and they've retired, they got a shit ton of money, and like they just want to sit back, chill, buy a property or something like that. That's what, from what I've seen. For the most part, all of the guys that are going over there, they're going over there to get cheaper sex. They're going over there to exercise sexual immorality. They're going over there to have sex with children. They're going over there to exercise their perverse ways. And like, if you're going over there just to smack some cheeks, listen, salute to you. Salute to you. Colombia has some of the most beautiful women in the world. Hey, listen, if you want to go over there and get a bang for your buck and smash what would be considered model type top tier women in America, go ahead. You're a grown man. You can make your own decisions. Do what you need to do. But let's not fool ourselves. Let's not fool ourselves. Many men want to go over there to get cheaper sex. That's it. We have women over here. We got plenty of women over here for sale. We got plenty of women over here for sale. You want a blonde, blue eyed? Well, that's gonna run you about 1,000. You want a Colombian top tier? What you want? Top tier Colombian, mid tier Colombian, low tier Colombian, depending on where you at. That's gonna low tier. That's gonna run you about 100. That's gonna run you about 200. That's gonna run you about 500 as you go up 1,000. You want an Asian? Well, I ain't gonna say it on camera. I ain't gonna give all the game away. But listen, there's women for sale here in America. So what is really going on? What is really going on? And then another thing, we're gonna go over to the third thing, the third point. You guys don't even have your life together. You keep talking about like it's almost like it's a coping mechanism to talk about. Well, we just gonna catch a flight and go over to the Philippines, Taiwan, bro. Bro, I don't care what nobody tells you. You're still never going to be considered a man until you get your shit together. And honestly, I believe it's better for men to get their shit together in a country that has that upward mobility, but is at the same time hard for you to make the best life possible for yourself. It creates grit. It creates strength. It creates a strong mentality, right? So then when you go over to places like Taiwan or the Philippines or a less than fortunate country, like it'll be smooth sailing. But a lot of y'all don't even want to get your shit together before you even talk about becoming a passport bro. Do you know how much these flights cost now? You take a flight to Colombia. I mean, what, it's about $300 or so. $300 or so. But if you really want to go abroad, those tickets get expensive. And then when you land, where are you gonna stay? You don't even know the language. You don't even know the culture, right? How are you gonna maneuver in a society that you've never lived in, that you're new to? How's that gonna happen? How are you gonna do that? Did you learn the language? Are you stacked? Are you strapped for cash? What about property? Who are you talking to? You just gonna go over there willy nilly? You don't know anybody. You haven't been talking to an agency, a reputable agency that's gonna tour you through the city where you should be, where you should not be, the things that you should and should not be doing, areas that you need to stay away from. Are you talking to somebody? Do you have something set up before you land? See, a lot of y'all don't even know the ins and outs of all this shit, but y'all want to become passport bros. Y'all want to become passport bros so bad because the women over here are rejecting you. And they're rejecting you for the same reason those women over there are going to reject you. And the only reason they may not reject you over there is because of cheap labor. That's it. It costs less to get your meat fixed. It costs less to get your diggling wet when you get over there than it costs to get over here. Yes, the women in America are bougie. Yes, the women on the West, the women in the West, no matter how they look, they act higher than thou. We understand this, but we also know that there's a solution. We also understand that there's a solution for all you guys who say I make videos with no solution. There is a solution. Get on your grind. Get on your purpose. First and foremost, stop stop allowing women to be like the center of your universe. You want to uproot because you can't find a wife. You want to uproot because you can't find a girlfriend. You've been rejected all your life, but you fat and fucking sloppy, and you don't work out. You making no money. You've been working that same dead end job, making freaking $13 an hour, $14,000 at the warehouse and Mickey D's, McDonald's. You're a dang on Sonic. You're a Sonic manager and barely making any money, but you wanna put the blame on the one. I can't find a wife. Well, if I was making $15 an hour, you don't deserve no wife. And then you think you're finna go over to a foreign country? Don't you understand that a lot of these women have been uh primary earners for their families? Do y'all not understand that? Do y'all not understand that they've been like I just said, they've been put on the street, walking the street since they was 13, 14 years old, providing for their mom, their dad, providing for their siblings. And you think you're gonna come over there and just scoop them up and nothing's gonna happen? Yeah, okay. You're gonna have to pay to be the boss over there too. You're gonna have to pay to be the boss over there too. They're trying to get saved just like American women are. They're trying to get saved too. She tired of walking the street. She tired of getting her her all three holes filled up. She tired. She ready to get saved by a gringo. But your cheap ass, you think you about to go over there and just get free punani, and you think you about to get a free wife. It's not happening. It's not happening. And sadly, the passport bro movement is dying. Unfortunately, the passport bros movement is dying because of the things that I just mentioned. You got men who don't have their shit together, thinking they're gonna go over there and dominate. How you can't even dominate in one of the strongest countries in the world? You think bro? Stop it. Then two weirdos. You got weirdos and perverts going over there preying on families' kids. Do y'all not understand that there's men going over there, and trying to buy kids from families, and they are succeeding. Many times they are succeeding. They're paying the mothers, they're paying the fathers, they're paying the family, and the families they're selling their daughter for the money. They're selling their daughters away to these men. These men they're going over there and attaching themselves to 14, 15-year olds. Yes, this is happening. And they're gonna keep them for years. You'll never even know, because they'll have them for a few years. Then by this time she 18, 19. She'll have been with this guy since she was 14 years old. Yes. That's why now when you say, well, I want a virgin, now it's kind of looked at sideways. Now it's looked at like that, because what you want? You want a minor? A minor? You want a minor? Because you got to realize these accusations and things are being thrown out there because it is happening. So now anytime a dude say, well, I want to go over Colombia, I want to go over there, I want to go over there. Yeah, okay. It's getting dangerous now, man. It's getting dangerous because it's a lot of people starving. There's a lot of people hungry. These chicks are hungry too, and they won't hesitate to set you up. Do y'all not understand too that a lot of these chicks are connected to gangs? They're connected to other men. Y'all thought y'all American ass was just gonna come in these countries and the men weren't gonna feel some kind of way that you're smashing their women, that you're taking their women. You have more money than them. You think they weren't gonna feel no kind of way, and y'all was just gonna skate by? What did y'all think? That's not how that works. That's not how that. That's how. This is not how any of this works. So passport bros are dying. The movement is dying. Guys are dying. Guys are getting locked up. It's getting ugly. So now it's looking like it's looking bleak for y'all who haven't already gotten to where your destination is. For those of you who still have dreams to stack up some money and get up out of the country, it's looking real bleak. And I'm not by no means trying to discourage men from going to a different country, by no means. But what I am saying is there's a lot of BS that is not being told. There's a lot of fairy tales being communicated, and the truth hasn't been communicated to the fullest extent. There's a lot of things not being told. They're not telling you guys that many of these girls are minors. They're not telling you guys that most of these chicks are selling punani. Do some of them get wifed up? Absolutely. But y'all got to understand too, like I said in my previous video, I'm gonna pin it up here again. I'm gonna pin it up here again. If you want a girlfriend, if you want to get married, there are certain things that you have to accept. You have to accept that, hey, this girl may have sold some punani. It is just like America. It's just like America. It's just the women are more or less fortunate. A lot of these chicks, bro, a lot of these chicks, listen, they've escorted before in America. They've sold some punani before in many different ways. There's many different ways to sell punani. There's many different ways. So a lot of these girls are selling it. A lot of these girls are going on dates and getting lunch and getting smashed. A lot of these girls are dealing with high tier men, with top tier men. They're getting on the boats with their friends. They're getting smashed. They going to sex parties, right? They're getting trains ran on them. They're having fun. They swallowing seed. They doing all kinds of things for some change. They getting their rent paid by any means. They throwing that thing back and getting their rent paid, they electric paid, they gas paid, their car note paid. It is happening right here in America. So why in the world would you think that this is not happening in a less than fortunate country? You want to see y'all whole definition of a wife needs to change. This is modern day now. See, y'all still have in y'all head that, oh, I'm going to find a traditional woman. I'm going to find which I'm not saying that you won't, but y'all got to understand the game has changed. Just because she's traditional doesn't mean she ain't ran through. Just because she's traditional doesn't mean she ain't sucked more seed than you don't want to know. It doesn't mean that she hasn't been R word. It doesn't mean that she hasn't been walking these streets since she was 13 years old. It doesn't mean that she ain't traumatized. It doesn't mean that she got a bunch of trauma. Yeah, she can be traditional and family oriented all she want. There's certain things that, boy, you wish you just don't want to know. But again, you need to know these things because it's too many men who are naive out here. Why y'all so naive? Why y'all so gullible? Even in America, escorts are getting wifed up in America. Strippers are getting wifed up in America. 304s are getting wiped up in America. Y'all think it's just the good girls. I need me a good girl. Yeah, you'll find you a good girl. She no longer doing what she was doing. Is that your definition of good? What do you mean a good girl? What do you mean a good woman? Right? Because a guy can be a quote unquote good guy after he throw his criminal ways away. He's no longer a criminal. Yeah, he used to kick indoors. Now he volunteered to church and he's working a 9 to 5. Is he now a good guy? Yeah, I mean by definition, yeah. So what do you mean by a good girl? What do you mean by a good woman? She was once upon a time walking these streets and bouncing on every wood walking, on every wood willing to pay. So now she's done with that lifestyle. She want her successful doctor. She want her successful engineer. And a lot of times, many times, they can get her depending on how traumatized she is, depending on how pretty she is, depending on how long she been in the game, depending on how long she been out here in the streets, depending on how she carry herself, she can snatch up a dude easily. And let's be quite honest too. Let's be quite honest. Men like whores. Men like whores. I'll probably make a separate video on that. Men like whores. It's the truth. Let's be real. It's not just the women who like bad boys. It's not just the women who like, excitement. It's not just the women who want that guy who's gonna give her a thrill. Men deal with this as well. Men like whores. Men like 304s. It gives us a thrill. So stop the cap. Stop it. Stop lying to yourselves. Listen, what is this? This the after pill, baby. I'm gonna give y'all the truth and the whole truth every single time. We like whores. We like 304s. We like the women with experience. There ain't nothing fun about a virgin. There ain't nothing fun about a woman who has no experience. Sure, is there some kind of excitement teaching a woman? Yeah. Is it some kind of excitement, telling her what to do and helping her learn some tricks only your dick know? Yeah, of course. But let's be real deal. Let's keep it real deal, Holyfield. Most of us like a little thought. Most of us like a little whore. If we could, if she is clean cut, and what I say by clean cut, if she is clean cut, she has no tattoos, right? Body look perfect, no crazy piercings and all that. She can pat. You can take her to a military ball. You can take her to a proper ball, right? You can take her to a proper event where you have to dress up and wear a gown and all those. If she can pass, we will have that ass. Tell me I'm lying. Man, y'all got to get it together. Y'all got to get it together, man. And I'm here. I'm here for y'all. I'm here for y'all. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. And that's an after pill. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.